Well, if a church were just a building, then the architect could simply respond to a set of programmatic criteria. But of course, the church is much more than a building. It's a place where people connect. It's a place where people see each other on a week-to-week basis, where they hear the Word of God, but also connect in many different ways. Well, I think growing up in a missionary family in Asia gave me a unique perspective on culture, on beliefs. We grew up in a largely Hindu society and then moved to the Philippines when I was a young child. I recently took my 15-year-old daughter on a mission trip to India where we worked with over 250 young athletes. I think my experience in respecting and understanding different cultures growing up has helped me to respect and to try harder to understand the cultures of different churches that we work with. Well, the important question isn't whether or not a church is contemporary or traditional. The real important question is, where are you with your faith, and where is that journey taking you?
Well, Mark immediately got it. He really just began to think of, well, what would community space look like? Our student ministry numbers doubled. They totally got the fun factor, the welcoming piece.
Well, I guess the first project that I've had a chance to be involved with Mark Davis and his group HiFive had to be a community project. And I look at what Mark Davis and HiFive does. I know it's not about the notoriety. I know it's about impacting people. It's not for temporary gratification, it's for an impact for eternity.
HiFive has been a financial partner with Athletes in Action to help us extend our mission of building spiritual movements everywhere through the platform of sport. The one word that comes to my mind when I think of Mark Davis and generosity is, it's large.
Mark and I started working together in 1993. We were with two different companies up to prior forming HiFive Development Services in 2001. We saw a lot of money being spent with very little good results. Growing churches are obviously strapped for cash. Why not try to help them so that we could optimize the designs and really have a plan that developed true value. We call good stewardship. 4 primary services provided by HiFive are development, planning, design, and construction. HiFive were able to take on the small projects as well as larger projects, as well as multi-year projects.
HiFive Development Services has been a great help to us in the development of our 10-year campus plan here at CCU, and helping us to chop several $1 million off the projected cost of the project over the years ahead. We've been really pleased to add Mark Davis to our President's Advisory Board, and of course through HiFive, Mark and his associates have done a great job helping us with our campus improvements.
In the case of our relationship with HiFive, I feel like we were the fortunate and blessed ones. The HiFive team helped us evaluate the property. HiFive helped us design our capital campaign. I can't imagine any company providing better service to a client, providing us all the design services for our project pro bono.
The HiFive team did an awesome job, an outstanding job working with our building team. HiFive have a keen perception of just listening to understand the culture of a church. I think they're well equipped to work with either contemporary or traditional. We were able to get, I believe, the best building for the money that we could have hoped for.
We really enjoyed working with Brian Zelch and the HiFive team. They were incredible. Blake, the architect with whom we worked most closely, helped us in developing a worship center that was both contemporary and traditional. We are a very traditional congregation in many ways, and yet we have a very contemporary element. He helped us take one worship space and make it traditional for 1 hour and contemporary for another. He did this by incorporating very fine traditional elements and then transforming it using light.
We've done several projects with HiFive, and they just seem to pick up on heart issues and then somehow translate that into design.
They were so committed to us as a partner that they would just go through lots of design iterations.
It's just so nice to have a design and build firm. The two things connected together just makes the whole process a lot easier and smarter.
And I think they have a real sensitivity to what stewardship is like in a church and how funds are raised for projects.
CityLink is a project that has been in development for 6 years now. Every phase of the development HiFive has been unbelievably helpful, unbelievably generous.
They are actually people who live out their principles. So this is not just a job, although they do a great job. Beyond that, it is a way of life. There are lots of companies out there that can build buildings. Mark and the HiFive team go beyond that. They actually built a tool that serves our purpose.